Dear students and friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Imtiaz Ahmad Mir, lecturer in zoology from Higher Secondary School, Kanir. The International Day for Biological Diversity is observed 22 May every year. The United Nations has proclaimed 22nd May the International Day for Biological Diversity to increase the understanding and awareness of biodiversity and its related issues. International Day for Biological Diversity provides us awareness for the protection and the preservation of the biodiversity and biological resources. International Day for Biological Diversity of 2021 is being celebrated under the slogan, "We are the part of the solution for nature." The variety and the variability among the living organisms constitutes the biodiversity. The biodiversity means the different forms of livings or different living creatures on this planet. We can also say the occurrence of different types of the genus, gene pools, species, habitats and ecosystems in various parts of Earth is called biodiversity. The term biodiversity was first used by Rosen 1985. The totality of biodiversity over Earth is immeasurable. We have the thousands of species of invertebrates, chordates, and even we have the thousands of species of plant organisms. There can be the thousands of species of the insects, thousands and thousands of species of fishes, amphibians, reptiles, birds, mammals also. Broadly we speak, there are the three important categories of the biodiversity. One we call genetic diversity, one we call species diversity, and one we have ecological diversity. Genetic diversity means the genetic variation among the organisms of same or different species. Different living organisms have different number of genes and different number of chromosomes. In a different population, the living organisms have different chromosome number. Each species has a specific number of chromosomes. Number of genes and chromosomes varies from species to species. For example, the viruses have 10 to 115 genes. Mycoplasma prokaryotic cell have 450 to 700 genes. Escherichia coli contains 4,000 genes. As per the Human Genome Project is concerned, human beings have 30,000 genes which are highly functional. Number second is the species diversity. Species diversity means diversity of the species in the living world. Variety of species and the relative abundance in a region shows the species diversity. Number third, we have the ecological diversity. Ecological diversity means the community diversity and ecosystem diversity. Community and ecosystem diversity can have different forms. One form is called alpha diversity. That's the diversity within the community. And one form we call the beta diversity. That's the diversity between the communities. And one we call the gamma diversity. That's the diversity of the living organism in a particular region. The gamma diversity shows much richness of species in all of its habitats. There are a lot of the benefits of the biodiversity. The main benefit is number one, we have ecological stability. The ecological stability is maintained only because of the richness of the biodiversity. When the diversity of the biological components occurs, shows its richness, it promotes the stability of the nature and natural resources. Number second, we have the economic benefits. Lot of economic benefits like oils, gums, dyes, fibers, fruits and spices can be obtained from the different plants and different organisms. The climatic factor is also one of the important factor. The rain cycles are maintained because of the richness in the biodiversity. When there occurs the richness of the biodiversity, the rain cycles are to be highly maintained. There occurs no floods, no soil erosion, and landslides, etc. One more benefit of the biodiversity is the medicines. New medicines have been discovered from the different plant species. There are the thousands and thousands of medicines which have been obtained from the medicinal plants. Maybe tomorrow, some kind of medicine can be discovered from a plant which for the treatment of coronavirus. The coronavirus is a highly pandemic disease nowadays in the whole world which have threatened the thousands and thousands of lives. One more important aspect of the biodiversity is a threat to the biodiversity or loss of biodiversity. Loss of biodiversity means elimination of species from Earth. There is a number of reasons how there occurs the loss of biodiversity. One reason is the natural extinction. Due to catastrophes like the volcano eruption, prolonged drought, prolonged heavy rain, global warming, etc., these are the main cause of the threat to the biodiversity. The number second, we have anthropogenic extinction, termination of species directly or indirectly by human interference like hunting, over exploitation, habitat loss, habitat destruction, pollution, etc., are the main cause of the loss of the biodiversity. 2000 native bird species got extincted when the tropical Pacific islands were colonized by humans. Now the question arises how to conserve the biodiversity. Number one, we have to protect the hotspots. Hotspots are the areas which show great richness in biodiversity. Protection of hotspots from excessive exploitation will reduce mass extinction by 30%. Where the protected areas like the national parks, sanctuaries, biosphere reserves, etc. are used to protect the biodiversity across the world. Finally, I would like to say loss of biodiversity means the loss of the our existence on this planet. I would like to conclude this topic by these lines. I cannot imagine anything more important than air, water, soil, and energy, and biodiversity. These are the things that keep us alive. This is the whole picture which I put in front of you, and I hope you understand it. The concept of the International Day and its importance.